Of course, we've got to touch on a few things that are going on. One, you told me how great he is, and yet he's left this job in Brazil. The man who had 5 jobs.
Diniz. Yeah, he was brought in for a short term, so there was no surprise in us learning that he's left the job, and that also doesn't say that he's not a good coach. Of course, the record wasn't good, but when you think about him juggling in between playing, coaching for Fluminense, and then you still have to coach for Brazil, I think it's still a wonderful year for him.
If he had done well,
yes, he wouldn't be.
If he hadn't lost 3, drawn 1, and won 2, do you don't think they would have given him the job on a permanent basis? And every Brazilian wants to coach the Seleção. You don't think they would have given him?
I understand that, but the holy grail was Carlo Ancelotti. So
and they missed out on him.
Yeah, and there's only one guy who was chasing him. So right now you still think that if he was chasing Ancelotti, he wants to go for another big guy.
Well, who?
Mourinho.
Hey.
Mourinho's football would not agree with anything the Brazilians believe.
Samba.
Yeah. 7-point play. We are better when we don't have the ball. We don't make mistakes because we don't have the ball. Brazil.
I get it.
Brazil that did not like Alberto Pereira's 94 team because they felt like it wasn't fluid enough.
It was dour.
Because they won World Cup on penalties.
I kind of get that, but what would you want right now if you're a Brazilian? Would you want to win the World Cup or to still play that kind of sexy football?
They're not doing sexy football, are they? They don't.
No, and I teach you someone say it was kind of flair.
Nothing.
It was kind of flair.
Nah, this one where they all dyed their hair the same color. No.
Dancing on the football pitch and scoring goals.
The last time Brazil played football that Brazilians think is their Brazilian team is 2002.
What?
Yes.
Kaká, Rivaldo, Ronaldo.
No. Kaká was a kid. Kaká played 1 game.
Rivaldo,
Ronaldo, and Diniz. 2002 World Cup. 2006 they were not there. 2010 they were absolutely bad. Yeah. 2014 they were and
before
they didn't have the talent. They didn't have it. They didn't have the talent to do it. They had Fred as their main striker and the Hulk. Come on.
Yeah. Neymar was young.
2018 Neymar was injured and spent all the time on the floor. The last time they played like Brazil, Jogo Bonito. 2002.
What about the group stages of the 2022 World Cup?
We don't count group stages for Brazil. What is it, you?
No, but
Brazil is one
whole
thing.
Tournament,
the expectation
right?
is that they qualify into the quarters.
As soon as they met the who kicked them out of the World Cup?
It was Croatia. Croatia.
BD,
penalties.
Brozovic,
this is, listen,
Modric.
I keep trying to tell you this. There are levels to this thing.
Yeah.
For Brazil, it's only the World Cup. Or you get to the final and you lose honorably. Yeah. Losing to Croatia in the quarters is
So the question now is, when you look at that 2-2 front line that you've mentioned, or even the entire squad, and you look at the current right now, are they even close?
No. The solution to Brazil is to rethink their whole football. They need to remove this Pep impact where they have all these small, tiny things who all are small forwards and nothing else. Brazil is full of those ones, isn't it?
Yes. And that makes the case for Mourinho.
No, but that's the system problem. It's not a him problem.
Even
if he comes, he's going to have to deal with Rodrigo, Vinicius, Paquetá, Neymar. All the same. All small attacking things. There's no 9. This is a country that gave us big R9. Doesn't have a 9. Their 9 is Richarlison. Lord have mercy. Like Brazil's strongest position is goalkeeper. Who would have thought Brazil's strongest position is goalkeeping?
Ederson Alisson. Wow.
So what to do then? The World Cup is coming on 2026. What do you do? But you rather stay close by bringing in a guy who's a winner or a guy who can do it in a short time.
The Brazilians will not take that nonsense. 7-point play.
For a World Cup.
7-point play. We are better without the ball. The creators of beautiful football, they are going to sit and say, we are better without the ball.
They'll be celebrating in Rio when they win the World Cup.
We are better without the ball. Do you think we'll even go through the qualifiers? We are better with...
Okay, yeah.
Mourinho's 7-point play is we are better without the ball because we don't make mistakes when we don't have the ball.
Oh yeah, that
cannot work.
Yeah, it can't work.
Nah, cannot. But I liked the idea of Ancelotti, though I told you it was far-fetched.
Yes.
All the big teams have not had coaches from outside. So they have to go and find a coach. I don't know what they will do.
Yeah, there isn't any other candidate that I think about.
I don't know what they would do. But anyway, that's an interesting one. And of course, they lost their legend, Mario Zagallo. I think only man to win 4 World Cups.
Yeah.
And you won also as a coach? Player coach?
Yeah, he won 1 as a player coach. Won 2 as a player.
Yeah.
And 2 as coaches.
2 as coaches.
Yeah, he was assistant to Pereira in 94.
And
he got them to the final in 98.
The final in 98. And he managed some big guys there.
A brilliant guy.
And he was in the squad when Pele was coming on.
Yes.
Wow.
Incredible. I've seen
58, 62, and then 70 he was started coach. 70 and 94.
Wow,
that's so long. And he made his debut for the Brazilian national team at 26. I've seen the praises leaped upon him as one of the most dedicated guys in the Brazilian team.
Yep.
I think he served it.
The samba. Lovely guy. From what I could see. Lovely guy.
Oh, so you...
No, I didn't meet him. Hey,
my
man.
I thought you were ready for a sermon here. But why was he called the Old Wolf, though?
I can't remember. I know I have to go read again. I can't remember. But I just know he was fantastic. Like, for you to have been coach in 1970 and still be there in 1994, for me, that alone is enough. Yeah. And then to move on to 98 and get them to the final.
Yeah.
Yes, where if Ronaldo doesn't get sick, I think they win it. Yeah.
And those are big names. Alma, there wasn't any ego then. Like
no.
Top
but
guys.
You coach. If you're a big coach, you coach. You don't think people at City have ego? They have, but the coach has a bigger ego.
Yeah.
You can't tell him nothing. What are you going to tell Pereira? What are you going to tell Zagallo, who was coach in 1970?
Yeah, started at Botafogo, I guess.
What are you going to tell him?
Yeah, nothing.
Even if you are who?
Yeah,
when you are Ronaldo, he's like, I played with Pele.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
And
like,
was top...
I played with Pele.
Yeah.
What's your story? And Vava, and Didi, and Socrates. What are you saying?
State your case.
Unarudi tu, unakubali.
Yeah.